quick intro to Figma slots. Make sure you download the free Figma files. You find the link in the notes below. Figma just released slot components. Let me give you a super quick intro on how to get started using those. So I set up this main component. So this is my master basically for the table. And what I want to do, I have this area here. I want to convert into a slot. And that means I can then slot in different designs. So in my case, I want to slot in different tables that my team might be using. So let's turn this area here, the gray area, into a slot component. So very important, you need a component and then make sure that you have this component set to auto layout. Select frame inside that component. And now you can either right click and then here you find convert to slot and you also see the shortcut, or you can use the properties panel and here you see little plus sign convert to slot. So you get this menu, you can add a description, and this one here is very, very handy, preferred instances. So if you have other components that you want people to slot in, you can make this a little easier. So you can see this is a component and this one here isn't one yet. So we can also later see how to add this. And we're just going to use the one that is a component already, and that's automatically going to create an instance later for us. So let's create this property. And now you can see that we now have this pink area. So on the canvas as well as in our layers panel. Now, one very important part actually that I struggled a lot with when I started working with them. Now, this is just an empty frame. So usually if I have a direct child, you don't apply auto layout there because you don't need it. However, because we're going to slot elements inside of there, this is going to be a parent container. So you have to make sure that you're adding auto layout. And if you didn't, later you notice this, you can always do it here in the main component afterwards. But make sure that you're adding auto layout here. And then I'm just going to set this to 0. I don't want any padding. And this way we can now control whatever we put inside of here, the behavior. Let's actually try this out so it's clearer. So I'm going to pull out an instance and you can see now I have this little plus button. So I'm going to click on there and then you can see I have my preferred values. So I have an instance of this table here. I'm going to use this and this is simply going to be filled in here. Now I can select this and you can see it's a little larger. So I can say fill the container and now it's always going to be perfectly sitting inside of here. And now the great thing is if I keep on working on this, let's just say I have this table and now I have more employees. So you can open it. I'm using the little magic handle, by the way, here. If you don't know how to use that, I have more tutorials on that. And notice that this is working and you can see it's working here, but it's not corresponding. So whenever that happens to you, just make sure that you jump back to the original one. And here we can see that the height wasn't set to hug the container. Let's correct this. And now as we're changing our content, this is always going to be perfect for whatever we put inside of here. Now let's create another instance. I can either pull out an instance from my original or from over here. And I'm going to hit enter here and get rid of the content. And you can see it jumps back to the original. I can, of course, also change the headline here. And now I want to make another one for this table. You can see this table isn't a component yet, and it's also a little shorter. So let's use it and let's just drag it in here. And you can see I can just pull it in here. And even though it's not a component, I don't need that. Like you could work with free material, you could use instances, so you can use whatever you want. So now I'm going to select this, the entire table, and set this to fill the container as well. And so you can see this is now working the same. And here the exactly same mechanism. If I would change this, I have a magic handle and I can change this table. However, notice how it doesn't really adapt over here. And the reason is because I once added this, but it's not connected here. This is not a component. So I once added this and it just lives as a copy over here. There's no relationship anymore. So what I could do, I could also create a component out of this. Let's now simply select this, hit enter and delete. And now I pull out an instance and I'm filling in that instance over here. I just need to do that with the auto layout settings. And you can see now if I'm changing my table, then this would now correspond because it's connected to this component over here. Now, if I wanted that as a favorite as well, I could also add that. If we click over here on the settings, you get back to preferred instances. And now we can just hit the plus button and you can see now we can also add this one. So that's also going to be shown as an option next time. There's obviously way more on how to do that, like how to nest them, how many to put, how to be strategic about it, because this aligns very much with code. So lots to learn about this new subject. If you like this, make sure that you jump over to moonlearning.io where you find all the more detailed courses. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button. There is more coming. This is a course by moonlearning.io.